My name is Artur, I'm from Latvia.
My name is Aneta and I'm also from Latvia.
In any country, like you have some people with more social capital and opportunities and abilities to access anything they want, like in society, but there are of course many people, like poor people or people of national minority origin, or sometimes rural people who has less opportunities. That's like how it is in many countries as well.
Yeah, but Latvia's government has a different way of policies, like integration policy, economical policy, and these policies is some kind of working to integrate minorities like Russian speakers in Latvian society, and about educational level, and I think we have good level of social things.
I would say though, to some point to disagree with my colleague, because those policies there are there, but how they function actually is another question, because many national minorities still feel marginalized, or especially when it comes to integration policies, it's also only about national minorities, while we have other social groups which are excluded and no attention to them. We cannot see whole picture, so I don't know how it works in regions, but in Riga, even for example, national minorities like Russians, they have all access to all cultural events, to education, to healthcare and so on. So I don't see a lot of problems.
But they are still divided. Latvian, like youngsters, and Russian youngsters, they are two different parts. They are basically no communicating each other. So
to me, it's something going from family. It's reinforced yet again and again. All this history, perception of, I don't know, culture, of place of people, of image of and understanding how country should work and how it should look like. We have a totally different perception for it. And again, for example, we have reinforcement from educational system when we have Russian and Latvian schools, but at the same time I can't see how to avoid this problem, because for me Russian schools is something to be there. I think it's just wrong to not to have them. But
I have really different opinion. I think that if you live in Latvia, you need to speak Latvian because you are in European Union. Latvian is one of official European Union languages. So it's really good that you know Russian language if you speak in your family, but you need to represent your country to speak their language in schools and social life.
Naturally, yes, I do speak Latvian myself, but then when I go to, public authority institutions, and I live in a city where it's 45% of Russian speakers, or even more, then it's according to basic norms of international community of European Union to have access to actually speak your language with public authorities. That's not the case in Latvia. Then you feel deprivated, and then you don't feel wish actually to use Latvian, even though it's like for me and for many people I know. As to me, I think that at European level, it's going well, more or less. I think that actually there are a lot of things happening which are helping people to integrate, to do something together, and to be united.
European Union is doing everything what it wants, and to develop a lot of policies, processes, non-formal education. It is really good and perfect, but if society wants, it is good. If not, so there is a problem.
Definitely there are a lot of programs for youngsters and they participate actively, and also because of many people going abroad for studies and job, it's also not only means that they just leave country, but they establish themselves there and they then communicate with people in Latvia, and there's this dialogue and different perceptions, different ideas going around. So I think Latvia is a good example of international cooperation which is going further. I formulated for myself it if you include youngsters now, then you have inclusive future.